Shakedown, one of the only creators that was able to go to the 2K23 Las Vegas event and play NBA 2K23 early, just recently posted a video titled Bully Badge Builds Change the Game in all caps in NBA 2K23. Bully Breed LeBron James build. In this video, Shakedown gave us a little bit of an inside look on the 2K23 builder, plus some tips and what he thinks you should do with your build when the game comes out. He said you should strongly consider max strength for your build. Now, that doesn't mean 99 strength on every build, but for your exact build, you should max it out, which could mean a lot of very good things, not just with the strength that we'll talk about at the end. He said layups are back because chase downs were nerfed. So, as Mike Wang, the gameplay director, has told us, chase downs, unless you are a great defender, is not going to be the same as it is in 2K22. He said dunks are back, like the cogbacks and stuffs, and only true defenders will be stopping these dunks consistently, pretty much. So the first information we got about strongly considering maxing out your strength is something we haven't heard yet. Of course, the chase downs and stuff Mike Wang has told us, but it's good to hear reassurance from a creator that's actually played the game that he thinks when the game comes out, that's something that you're going to see, is that chase downs aren't going to be as overpowered unless you are a true defending build, which once again adds on to the diversity and variety that 2K23 can have from what we are hearing. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to, but from what we're hearing, it sounds like it's going to be a much more balanced game than 2K22. But the huge thing is, if strength actually matters for every build this year, that could mean possibly that attributes in every single category matter. In previous years, there was many things you didn't necessarily have to upgrade on your build, and you could be pretty much just fine, which would add to the quote-unquote like overpoweredness of a build, because you didn't have to worry about a certain stat. You could just put it into the other stats that actually mattered on the game. So if that's true and every attribute truly does matter, that's going to be amazing. But we have more news to get into. Let me know in the comment section, what is your favorite builder of all time in 2K history? 2K18, 2K16, 2K20. You let me know the double archetypes, the one archetype, the free building where you can make whatever you want, the pie charts. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. Anyway, 2K dropped some more news today, but because I didn't do any intro, please drop a like on the video because I got a mortgage to pay. It does help out with the algorithm. Comment down below, mortgage gang, and let's get into what 2K dropped today. They said MyNBA news is here. Navigate and rewrite NBA history with all new MyNBA eras as you explore endless quote-unquote what if possibilities in 2K23. So my GM hasn't really got much of a change in years now, but they have an extremely strong community, and I feel like they deserve to have their game mode updated. So this is the big thing that came out today with this mode. It does say that there are 4 eras you can start from. Which era is the best? You can play in the Magic versus Bird era, Jordan, Kobe, or the modern era. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff. They're gonna have like the old scoreboards and the sounds, and the sliders will be different, so they're not just, you know, jacking up threes like today's game. And it's just gonna be pretty cool if you guys enjoy that mode. I might even upload that on the second channel when I finally start getting that going later on in the new year, which you guys will see probably like February, something like that. But anyway, we have more to talk about, so we can't sit here and talk about this too long. Power went to Twitter and he said, just realized the jackpot for 2K is 2 billion VC. Has anyone ever won this? I'm starting to feel like it's a scam. 2 billion VC. I mean, it's been at least since probably the game first came out that someone has won the jackpot on next gen. So is that actually a thing that they're giving away? And why are they not giving away VC to one person? It's not that big of a deal. But there was a controversy earlier in the year, which is why I put this in the video, where people were winning the race of the week, and then you would look up the tags and they weren't even real humans. So I don't know. I really don't know what 2K is doing, but I mean, come on. People are supposed to be winning the jackpot. You got to give VC to the real winners of the week, and it's pretty simple, right? But anyway, I want to talk about the builder for 2K23, even though we've already talked about it already a little bit with Shakedown's gameplay information. By the way, how do you feel about that in the comment section down below, about every attribute mattering this year and more balance being in the game from what we are seeing right now? Because there is a lot of people that want to see superstar builds in the game. 93 pointer, 90 steal, you know, 90 dunk, all that stuff. And then there's a whole nother side of the community that wants role-playing builds slash like kind of close to superstar, but not too overpowered, because then they think that everyone's going to be playing on the same build and it's not going to be a lot of diversity. So there's two sides and you can really never make them happy. But I think that the most important thing is balance in terms of the animations that you unlock and the badges that you get, which they kind of worked on a good amount in 2K22 next gen, where you had to have a certain attribute to get that exact badge. Like if you wanted pickpocket, you had to actually have your steal up, versus in previous years like 2K22 current gen, you could have 20 Hall of Fame badges, have no steal upgraded, and still be running a Hall of Fame pickpocket, which, as you guys know, 2K has kind of went in the direction recently in the past few years where badges kind of matter more than attributes. For example, if you have a 65 3-pointer and you're wide open, you're probably not going to be hitting a lot of shots without badges. But if you have a 50 3-pointer and you're wide open with like 6 shooting badges, you're most likely going to be hitting more shots with the 53 than the 65. So really, it all just depends on what 2K decides to go with. But one of the most important things is the fact that this year, the best dunk, which we've talked about, was the, you know, quick drops off one, very unblockable, blah, 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 was able to be unlocked at a 65 driving dunk. So just because that has been moved up to 80 doesn't necessarily mean the game is going to be way more balanced. It could definitely help. That's why we always have to say it could be, depending on what 2K does, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you have to also make sure the other animations that are unlockable at 65, whatever, the best dunks should be at 92. You know, when you get those elite dunks, those should definitely be the best. You should never even think of, oh, the 65 driving dunk quick drops off one could be better or is better than the 92 elite dunks. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends on what 2K does with the gameplay, but balance with the animations I think is huge. Also, once again, bringing back balance with the badges and your attributes, how 2K22 next gen, like we talked about, has to have, you know, you have to have your steal upgraded to get pickpocket. You need to have to upgrade a certain attribute to get what that attribute normally does with the badge. You see what I'm saying? Or you're just gonna have to suffer and not get that on your build. That way we can have balance in the game. But you guys let me know how you feel about it. I just feel like it's hard to talk about it because, like Joe Knows said in his previous video, which we talked about, you can't really talk about what 2K23 necessarily 100% needs because we haven't seen the game. Yes, quick drops off one have been taken away from 65 driving dunk to 80, but what if there's another dunk that's just as OP now this year at 65 driving dunk? You know, so it's just really hard to go with previous information on a new game, but we can definitely take from what we've seen in the past and try to make 2K23 better. Anyway, Double H went to Twitter and he said, imagine the level 40 reward in season 1 2K23 is a go-kart. And I'm just like, no, don't even speak it into existence, Double H. Don't do it, because 2K, you never know what's going to happen. But hopefully, because this is 2K's second year, their second go around with the seasons, it will be much better than the first year. I mean, I kind of want to give them the excuse. Yes, it was their first year doing it, but at the same time, I feel like even for the first year, it didn't come out good. So please, for the second year, 2K, make rewards that incentivize you to play the game. Like I said, and I don't speak for everybody. Everybody's perspective is different. If you hate someone's like opinion on how the game should be and you like hate them because of that, or YouTuber or something, like, bro, grow up. It's literally an opinion on a video game. But I would bet that a majority of people agree with this opinion right here. Even if 2K23 has great solid gameplay, of course not perfect because that's just not possible, you're probably going to get bored of the game in 2, 3, 4 months if you're not playing to unlock anything, to earn anything, right? You want to be playing to get something. Eventually, just playing basketball will get boring. So what I'm leading into is I hope that 2K has rewards that make you want to get on and unlock. Oh, I have to get on today so I can get closer to getting mascots, or +3 on all attributes to my build, which, by the way, 2K is a great idea for a legend reward or something. You know, I've been saying this for a while, adding attributes onto your build. So let's say if you have an 82 driving dunk, now you get an 84, 85, whatever, and you can unlock contact dunks on that build that wasn't supposed to get it. You know, stuff like that. Or an 83 ball handle, now you have an 85, so you can speed boost right away. You can get extra dribble moves. Not a huge game breaking overpower thing, but something that just, you know, brings a little bit more variety into the game, makes it a little bit more fun, kind of like Rebirth, you know, which, by the way, that has to come back as well. I'm sure it will later on in the year. Obviously, it's not going to come out right away. That wouldn't even make any sense, but just coming out with rewards that you want to get on and unlock. Back in the day when we had the legend grind, there was people that hit legend in August, where we're at right now, and the whole park was full. The dude would have 23 Twitch followers, but the entire park was full. He'd have 100 viewers. It was a lit moment. And that is something that it was huge for the park community, and we just do not have that anymore because there's a parrot. I mean, you unlocked a parrot this year for hitting legend, and I really just, even if you don't care about the rewards, you should still be like, what? Why did they give people a parrot? You know what I'm saying? You should be upset about that, kinda, in a way, even if you don't necessarily care about, you know, unlocking the rewards. But anyway, I could go on and on, so let's just move on because you guys know how I feel. I just want the game to have exciting rewards so that people will want to get on the game and play, including myself, because that's how it's been for a bunch of games throughout my life. Like, when I look through the games that I've played through the most, a lot of them are the same exact way. I got on and grinded for something, and that is what the park needs. But anyway, Mike Wing has not tweeted in 4 days. I'm not freaking out, okay? I'm not freaking out. But Mike Wing, we need some more tweets. You've done a great job recently telling us about 2K23's gameplay. But hey, you know, let's get the tweet machine rolling back, okay? We want to see more things about the game. And I'm thinking that 2K might do one more kind of like gameplay blog before they drop the My Career information. But what we're most likely going to get next is the My Team stuff and then My Career. So we are right there. Comment down below, what is the main thing you play? I want to see who's watching this video. What is the main thing you guys play? My Team, My Career, Cages, I don't know. Whatever you guys play, let me know. But Sean RKL posted a thread or whatever on his YouTube channel, and a lot of people voted that they are going to be playing current gen over next gen because, you know, a lot of people don't have next gen consoles still, blah, blah, blah. But I'm most likely going to post something in my community tab on my YouTube channel, and you guys vote. I want to see a large sample size of, are you playing next gen? Are you playing current? Do you have a next gen console? It'll be there. Go vote. Click one of these two videos right here. Drop a like if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. And I really want to make next gen content, but of course, like I told you guys, if it's not paying my mortgage, I cannot do it. So anyway, I'm out. Peace.